And there we are. Hi everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Why am I so high up? What's going on with that? Hold on. There we go. There we go. Hi. Is audio okay? Are we doing all right? I'm not super loud. The music isn't super loud. On OBS, it looks decently balanced. I'm going to make the rookie mistake today, and I'm gonna trust what OBS is saying completely blindly. Give me just 1 second, because today we're warming up by drawing one of my new mutuals, and I have to get for reference on my iPad. So give me just a second, everyone. La 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 la. Alright. So shrimple. I love airdropping shit. Okay, cool, cool, cool. I don't know what happened. It ended up somehow being the, like, weirdest, most low quality photo I've seen in a bit, but it'll work, you know? Insert a photo. There we go. Alright. I'll make this bigger, and I'll just put it right here, yada yada yada. Okay. I'm turning on the camera now. Are you guys ready? Oh, you know what? I should probably get my pencil. I kind of need that, huh? I'm a genius. I'm so smart. They just don't make them like me anymore, do they? Oh, wait. Before I turn on the camera, let me go and futz around with my settings and see if I can fix something real quick. La, 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 la. Hi, Kanasi! Thank you for drawing my awesome thumbnail. Everyone, go follow Kanasi on Twitter. Wow, that's oomph right there. That's my mood. La, la, la. Let me see if I can figure something out, and then I'll turn the camera on. Okay, let's see. Huh? What? My iPad's on light mode, but my Procreate won't go on light mode. What do I do? Hold on. Let me double check my display settings. Light. Yeah. Why? Why not working? Let me go back to the apps menu and Procreate real quick. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah. Why is it doing that? You know what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm wasting time. It's time to lock in. You already know. Boing! Hi! I'm wearing gray shorts today. We're drawing my new mutual, Estrella, for the warm-up, and then we're gonna move on and work more on Loki's Jushin Lovers model. Why am I getting Reddit notifications? Leave me alone. I'm not one of you. Okay. Why? Nobody asked for that line. Okay. Hold on. I'm gonna make some more desk room. Like this. Wow, y'all can't see anything. It's fucked up. Is there a way I can, like, fix that? You can see the line, and that's what matters, right? That's what you're here to watch, right? Okay. Boing, boing. Oh, yeah. You know, I didn't finish my coffee. Oh, it's a little watery now. I don't know if you can see that. Is there, like, a way I can show? Not really. Oh, the ice melted. It's hot as shit today. It's, like, boiling out here. Hold on. 83 degrees. That's down from yesterday. Yesterday, I think it was 93? So I guess I can't complain, right? It's still yummy, just not as yummy as before. Alright, alright. Back to business, okay? We're serious here. I made this too long. It's been hot where I am too. Oh man. I love summertime for the aesthetic, but wait. Okay, I need this here too. There, now I can duplicate. I'm smart. I love summertime for the aesthetic, but yeah. Just home from work, perfect timing. Oh, welcome in! I hope you had a good day at work. I've been locked the fuck in on my new job. I've been working 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. It's currently 7:25 over here. I'm not adjusting well to being on day shift at all, but I want money, so I'll put up with it. I'm being paid really good considering how fucking simple my job is. So, you know, I can't complain, right? I'm kind of trying to gaslight myself because I need it right now. Get the bag. Exactly! You would not believe how easy my job is, by the way. I make 50% more than my state's minimum wage to sit and look at a microscope all day. Oh, mine is a bit long, but that's just because of traffic. Without traffic, it takes like 20 minutes to get there, but since I'm like driving in the middle of rush hour, either way, it takes like 30-ish minutes at the latest. My last job was a 40-minute commute. I was getting paid less, too. Alright. Let me get a slightly darker color, and I'm gonna turn on symmetry for now. I might want to draw her model in the pose that she's doing, the like boing, 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 boing sort of deal. I don't know, we'll see. You know what? I might prop this up a little bit so the angle's a little easier for me to work with. Not too crazy. Over an hour commute equals major loss of free work. Exactly. I mean, this might be a bit of a controversial opinion, but I think commuting to get to work should count as time paid for work. I'm I'm buying that gas money, you know? Like that's like, you know, an hour in total out of my day that I will never get back because it takes 30 minutes both ways. I think I should get paid for another hour. I was really spoiled at my last job. Unfortunately, I can't really complain too much about the commute, even though it was longer, because I was getting 3 hours of paid break time per shift. So to me, that balanced out, but now I get like 1 hour of unpaid break, from what I know. Okay. Eyes are kind of upturned. Something like this. lost personal time is exactly it. Oh, my coffee's so watered down. Ugh. I'm gonna put up with it though. Especially since, I mean, on a technicality, my company's CFO did pay for this. I met the CFO for the first time yesterday in a meeting, and he gave me a Starbucks gift card, like a $10 gift card because I was new. It was really interesting. The meeting was like over Zoom, right? But I don't have a company sponsored Zoom account, so I wouldn't have been able to access it on my own. So I had to go to a conference room, like a public area in the company. So the first conference room I went to, it was already like really full, and I'm kind of shy. Can you believe that? I'm a little shy. Yeah. But I'm a little shy, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to the engineer room instead, because that was one of the other places we could go. I get to the engineer room, and it's like fucking empty, so I'm like, I don't know any of these people. So I walk into the main lobby, and I'm stopped by this guy, right? And he's like, who are you? You're new, right? And I'm like, oh yeah, I mean, it's like my third day. And he's like, oh, your third day, interesting. Where did you graduate from? Um, so as some of you know, I did not complete high school. So I was like, nowhere. And he's like, nowhere. Okay, where'd you go to high school? And I was like, I have a GED. And he's like, interesting. And you work here? You're not an intern? And I was like, mm-hmm. And then he's like, are you excited to go to your first, like, company-wide meeting? And I was like, I'm very scared. And he's like, oh, well, you should just come to the meeting with us. We're in this conference room right here. And I go sit down in the conference room, and it's the CFO, and it is the secretary. And it is me. We leave the door open for a bit before the meeting starts, because I guess they expected more people to go to that conference room, but it was just the three of us. I was so scared. I'm not like super shy outside of like a work setting, but especially when I'm like new to a job, I'm very quiet. So far, the only people that I like willingly talk to are my engineer, my higher up tech, and my supervisor. I was like that at my last job too, and then I opened up and became the biggest nuisance of my entire department. And then I moved departments, and everyone was evil, and I hated them all. So, you win some, you lose some, you know? Anyways. What do her eyebrows look like? Do we know? Hold on, I have to turn the opacity of this up. Where are they? Okay, wait. Okay, so it looks like it's just a little line right there, right? Well, la 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 la. I'll just do that then. I'm gonna make her look really smug. I think it suits her design a lot. Me and Estrella just became mutuals earlier this week. I followed her first because I really like her design. I think it's so cute. And slowly but surely, I am adopting this introvert, guys. I am going to draw us together because I think our themes complement each other. I have I have to talk to no one all day at my job, an introvert's dream. I barely have to talk to anyone. The only reason I talk right now is because I'm still technically in training, but I am the only person in my department, technically. We're So my position was just created recently. Um, before I do what I do, before I started, it was just the engineer running the quality control as well. And it became way too much for her to handle on her own. So they had to hire someone. And they hired me. So I'm the inline quality control guy of a semiconductor company now. So basically, I have to inspect the computer chips after each step of the process, and then I decide if they're good to send off or not. I'm still technically in training. There's a lot of little nuances to it, and every like type of computer chip they make has a different pattern. So very, very, very not difficult, but there's a lot of information, and I have to learn a lot pretty quick. By the end of next week, I'm supposed to be able to somewhat do it all on my own. Of course, I'm still going to be able to ask for help if I need it, but generally, I'm going to be expected to have a handle on it. I've also heard some talk, I'm not sure if it's true, but I am inclined to think so because one of the techs in the area that I work in, not the department, but the area I work in, and my supervisor both mentioned that they want to expand my area. So yeah, I'll have coworkers soon, and I'll bother the fuck out of them. I'm evil. Okay. Maybe like this? I'll bring this down and leave that where it is for now. No, I think I need to bring the eyes down as well. Okay, that looks decent. Shut up! I'm getting text messages from my brother. Hold on, let me... Hold on. Hold on. Ah, hold on. Boom! No more notifications. Okay. We're in focus mode. I'm so art-pilled. Okay. Then meow. And boom. Hello? Why am I still getting notifications? Okay. I'm gonna go mute the family group chat. Hold on. Also, if you're seeing the name of my brother in my phone and you're reading that it's called Skibbity Jitliang, no, you're not. You don't know anything. Leave me alone. I don't owe you an explanation. Fuck you. Okay. I hope this worked. Did it? No! Ah! Okay. It's not even funny anymore. Oliver! This guy's yapping up a storm, and it's not even like anything. Okay, now I'm getting Twitter notifications. What was the point of pressing this button if I'm still getting notifications? Oh, okay. I'll have to turn them off on my phone then, right? Like this? Is it gonna work? There it goes. Do not disturb is on. Fucking hell. Finally! Okay. There we go. There we go. Is this anything? Do we like this pose? Boing, 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 boing. Look at how long my nails are, also. I got so scared in that meeting that I took off, like, all of my nail polish on this hand. I sat there and did, like, this until it all peeled off. Let's see. I think that's it for the face, right? Maybe? Chewing on ice, and there's a dog barking, and there's birds screaming, and blossom sauce. Wow. This is like good vibes, right? We're all having fun, right? You guys love hearing the background sounds, right? Right? It's just like part of the show, right? Right, guys? Right? We also like that I have barely drawn anything, and we've already been here for half an hour. You guys like that I don't make any progress, and I'm unproductive, right? Let me see if I can fix that. Hold on. I'm gonna see if I can tweak the filters a little bit more. I don't know if you guys hear the fucking bird in the background, but his name is Bill. Call him Squeaker. I'm sure you can hear him because the microphone is lighting up green. I don't think there's anything I could do about it. Oh, you know what? I just realized that I left the air on and it's like super loud. I'm sure that's not really helping. Hold on. Stop. Okay, hold on. We are not off to a good start today. Can I bring my chair any closer? What can I do to silence this? Hold on. Filters. Oh, you know what? I could probably turn off gain, right? Okay. I had it at -30, and I'm sure you could not hear that. Okay. It might be good for now. For now. Get back to work, they all scream as start beating me, crying, and real though? I draw. I think this brought up a going well. I'll draw it first. A little better. Okay. Nobody's paying attention. I can do whatever I want. You know, the word stopped yet. Probably stop that. Is back up. I think I had it at 10. Like here? Yeah, that looks about right. Does my mic still sound okay? Not too loud, not too quiet, right? Probably fine. Or at least fine enough. Sounds good, I think. I'll take your word for it, man. You're the one who's listening, and I'm not doing that, because I can't. I'm the one who's talking. Okay. Boing. I'm kind of at a bit of a loss from where I want to continue next. I could start on the outfit. What's going on over here? Why are you so long? There. This is a more appropriate length. I don't know what happened there. Okay. I think I'll start with the clothes, since that's kind of the part that I'm like, I wouldn't say dreading, but like not super excited for. But then again, honestly, her design's a little complicated to like force to be a chibi too, you know? Wait, can you guys? Oh, that was like a fucked up face for my model. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Now I look super cute. Do you guys know like how to do the bubble sound? Hold on. I'm grabbing the mic and bringing it right up to me, so I probably sound really loud right now. Ooh. Can you guys do that? Answer here. Yeah, I'm losing viewers actively. But yeah, I'm like so multi-talented. Wow. This is why I should be your Oshi, guys. You can do the bubble sound. It's really good. Okay. I'm on my new layer. I'm going to put symmetry back on for now. And then we go boing. That might be a little bit high cut, right? Like maybe closer to this. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe. And then there's also like a design up here, so I have to be mindful of that. It's like boom and boom. And then There's this. Well, I guess it goes more like this. Why do I keep losing tracking? It's because my phone's pointed away from me. I might be a dumbass. Okay, I think I drank all of the watery part out of my coffee. I don't think it got to the bottom, so it's fine. It still tastes good. I'm a genius. Okay. Patrick, your genius is showing. Where? You guys don't think I'm like a schizo or anything, right? And then gonna make a new layer and just finish that line off. Let's see. And then I guess I'll start on the sleeves. So it's like this, and then this. Does this make any sense? Am I doing it right? I think so. Here. And then I guess we'll just do it like that. And then boing and boing. Living in a material world. I am a material girl. Ladies, you're both beautiful. All I see is orange blob. The resolution looks okay on my end. Hold on. I will check. In a face above the blob. Yeah. Boing. This is it so far. We're just doing the sketch for now. Then we'll fix everything in lines. And then we color. And then we work on model. This is the strategy. Trust. Rust. Yeah, the resolution doesn't look that bad. I pulled it up on my phone real quick. It looks good enough, I guess. Hello to everyone. I see a lot of people are joining all of a sudden. What's going on? I'm gonna put this back on. No, I'm not. I'm gonna leave it off for a second. I don't know why I did that. Okay. So she has some like chain details that go like here, oops, here and here. I don't like that line there. And then there's also chain detail or something like right here. There. And then over here I'll do the socks. I think this should just be like this for now. And then I'll go in and fix it manually. We'll fix everything that looks weird in line art. What did I forgot that this was behind my drink. Okay. So then there's more chain right here. Boing, boing. We'll just do boing, boing, and then see if I can make that a little bit more like a line for now. Well, I didn't do the rest of the chains like that, so I'll just leave it. And then there's some here and here. And then there's her shoes, which we will just... What's the strategy? Bang, bang, yeah. I am has bullet. I believe this one's defective and that's why it's sitting out here, but I'd have to double check. It's not mine. Clumsy idiot strikes again. Woo! Is this helpful? Not in the slightest. Good to know, I guess. What if I just put this up here with it? Maybe. Okay. What is this line from? Where did you come from? Get out of here. Okay. Well, I'm gonna make this chain closer to the other one. This. So then I'll draw the shoes. Like right here, maybe? I'll fill them in just for some distinction between them and the rest of the model. And then little heels. No, that looks like ass. What's going on with that? That's probably from here. There we go. Are we, like, on to anything? Ugh, I have a hangnail. Hold on. I'm biting it off. Good enough. Okay. Is this a heart right here? I'm going to assume yes. Oops. Here, and then I'll go boing, boing. And I'll erase there. There. Cooking? We might be. I might also be burning the bacon, though. I fear I'm burning the bacon this time around. Can't have too many good drawings in a row, right? Already been 40 minutes and I'm not even done with the sketch. I am not on my A game today. Okay, so what's the deal with this? So it's like a ribbon here that goes around her arms twice and then has that. I don't know how we're gonna translate that into a chibi. Let me try. Okay. Yeah, I think it would just be like this on this one, right? No way! No way I just flung my pencil. How did that even happen? Am I dumb? Am I stupid? Am I cringe? Am I worthless? The answer might not surprise you. Okay. We'll say that's good for now. I want to get the hair done. I'm gonna merge that, yada yada yada. So from the looks of it, we've got a big piece here that goes over that. And then boing, 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 boing. Bangs. Not really. Close, but not close enough. So there, and then there. And then here. And then I'm gonna throw symmetry back on for a sec and see if I can draw these. There we go. Okay. I think it turned out pretty cute, right? So now I'm gonna merge all of that. I'm gonna center it. Then I'm gonna lower the opacity and get an even darker brush. Maybe like here, dark brown. And then I'm gonna go in and do everything again. Why am I struggling? I don't want to have to do this. I'm gonna have to turn on stabilizer a little, I think. We'll put it at like 10%. That should be some help, yeah. I can always take it off later if I decide I don't want it anymore, but yeah. I do think that generally speaking, my chibi art is better lended to very clean lines. Which I'm not good at if I'm using the pencil. I can do that fine with my fingers, but like the pencil, it makes me tweak out, I guess. I don't know. Like, hold on. I'm going to demonstrate, okay? I haven't drawn with my finger in a bit, but boom. Boom. See how much smoother the lines are, though? I'm still learning how to use the pencil, that's for sure. See? What? No. See? 40% stability. Exactly. I mean, wait, hold on. Let me... How much do I usually keep on this one? This one's at 89 on Streamline up here. Stabilization technically says 0, but like, look at that. You see what I'm talking about? But yeah. That's why I usually use that brush for my chibis, but I'm not like super into it. I might have the stabilizing a little bit too high. Then I'd have to change it, and then to change it, I'd have to figure out what I actually want. There we go. Like, I can do short lines with the pencil fine, but like doing long lines is so hard. Like, hold on. Like, well, now that I'm trying to show you on purpose, it's not working, but whatever. That one is not good. There. Still there. Oh, I messed up. Cat's using it as a bed. Oh, which one? Which one? Which one? His cats are so cute. Connie, oh, Connie's such a cutie. Okay. And then you like. And I'm gonna go over here and sort of make this look a little bit better because the chin's really long. Like this, perchance. And then I'll fix it later. But for now, that's good. He got fully comfy. Oh, why is he such a little goblin? What's his what's the big idea? Goodness. Hmm. Here you go. I feel like this needs to be more upturned to like fully get that like smug look across, right? Yeah. Sent photos in Discord. Okay, I'll check them out later. And then I'm gonna bring that down a little, like right there, maybe. Yeah. First is the newest one, how he's laying at the moment. Okay. Hold on. This needs to be a little smaller. Oh. Uniform. There we go. Now it got evenly smaller across all sides. There you go. It's decent. I'm gonna try to round this out a little. There. And then I'll do all of the symmetrical pieces real quick. Hold on. Let me... And then I'm just gonna bring that up until it lines up a little bit better. Ta-da! That's a razor. There. Ugh, this line sucks. This one's a little better. There. I don't want to lose all that detail that I put into the legs though, so I'm gonna make it follow this shape after all. I'm stretching. I've been like sleeping really bad lately. I've been so tired. And right here. I'll bring this down. Boing. Boing. There we go. Good enough for now. Doesn't have to be too crazy, it's just a warm-up. What's going on with that chain detail? Okay, so it's like going around the leg here. So I'll go boom. And then there's also this like heart detail going on. Oh wait, no, that can't be on a symmetrical layer. I'm gonna change that line a little bit so it looks less flat. There we go. There we go. Okay, I like this better. Got the chain. Now I have to do just about everything else. Well, here and here. Oops. Gotta be a little bit more specific with that one, I think. And then there should be chain here. This one also technically shouldn't really be on a symmetrical layer, but it is what it is. I can just erase the parts I don't need. I got so many songs stuck in my head today. Can't stick around because I'm about to head to work, but I hope you're having a nice night and a good stream. Thank you, Luca. I hope you have a good day at work. I know sometimes it's more easier said than done, but take care of yourself. Don't work too hard. I hope you have a lovely night. And then this down here is also a chain, right? Should be. Oh wait, well first I need the line where the sock is, huh? I might be smart. There. And then there should also be chains. And then down here, there's like 2 different sets of chains. There's one. Okay, so first, there's a sock. I did not include that in the first sketch. I don't know how I missed that, but yeah, there's a sock right here. I'm smart. Okay, so there's a sock, and then there should be chains right here. And then chains like right here too. Okay, there. And then there was some chunkier lines right here, but I'm still gonna slim them down a little bit. Boing, boing. I think this is a heart. I'll feel bad if it's not. Here. Okay. Model, please lock in. There we go. And then I will start on the torso, and then I will do the arms too, I guess. So here, I'm meant to line, not erase. Boing. Boing. And boing. Okay. Looks decent. Looks decent. I will do arms now. So, first, there's the arm. I'm gonna move it like this a little, so it's a tiny bit more dynamic. Ever so slightly. Barely even. Then, boing. And then, I'm also going to draw the sleeve now. And I'm gonna go here, turn off the assist, and just erase everything that is in here, because it's not supposed to be. That's not how things work. And then I also have to erase some of this. This. Oh, well, I did have to erase some of this too. I might be stupid. Just a little, right? Then I'm gonna make a new layer. There we go. Looks cute. Cute chibi. Thank you. I'm locked in. I've got to do the other sleeve now. And then here, it needs to be a little bit more voluminous. I guess like that works. My lips are so chapped right now. Hold on. I like the wraps and belts. Very priestess slash Mikohime. I agree. What's with all the... Hold on. AFK, AFK, guys. The noise was nothing. It was the air conditioner. I'm smart. Okay, back to work. Get away from the fucking iPad. Pencil has magnet in it. iPad has magnet in it, so they connect. Mildly bothersome because the case is a little chunky. So it fits like perfectly under the case in this little groove, and I have to like, you know? Wait, does that mean it'll stick up here too? Yeah. Interesting. Okay. Now, we have to do belts on this arm. I'm gonna go to this layer again. I'm gonna make them a little bit smaller because I think they're too big here. Hold on, I didn't like that line. Maybe like that. Yeah. There. I don't like this either. There. Wow, guys. I'm like a real artist now. Yours isn't magnetic, so it rolls away. Oh, man. The pencil? Mine is a knockoff, and it still has the magnet, bro. Lock in. Just glue a magnet to it, actually. That'd work, right? I don't see why it wouldn't. Oh, wait, no, I need to erase here, not there. I'm smart. Smart. What she's doing is very smart, but it's also very dangerous. Okay, now I'm just spewing brain rot. Gotta tape it to my iPad. But what about, like, the tape residue? Won't it be sticky? Wacom or Wacom? I don't know. Glue a 15-pound neodymium rare earth magnet to the pencil. Crypto is on to something. Welcome. I used to have like a $30 like random Amazon vendor brand like PC USB connected drawing tablet, and I used it a lot and I was really good with it, at least considering what my art looked like at the time. This was when I was in 6th grade. I can pull up that stream eventually. Hold on. Let me see if I can do something for y'all real quick. Hold on. Welcome back, Unhae. I'm glad you're free from your cat. Hold on. I've got to go through my video archive really quick, because I've had this channel for so many years, and this channel saw my like cringe like slither.io screen recordings when I was in middle school, when I was trying to be a gaming YouTuber, when I was like FaZe Clan coded. In my brain, I was never part of FaZe Clan, and I am still not affiliated with them. And I think, didn't they do something with crypto? Yeah. Don't ever associate me with that. Alright, wait, hold on. Manage videos. It's taking me to YouTube Creator Studio. It's like my oldest live stream on this account, I think. Oh my god. I've done 51 streams on this account. You know, that's actually not that much, though, right? Okay. Hold on. Here we go. Let me pause this. And then... never get involved with cryptocurrency, guys. Crypto in chat is my goat, though. That's oomph right there, guys. Okay, hold on. Let me just throw in a random window capture real quick so I can show you. Here we go. And then boing boing. Oh wait, no. 51 streams and no FNAF. Do you guys really want me to play Five Nights at Freddy's that bad? You know, I can. Like, maybe next week. I can probably do that. Okay. I'm going to mute desktop audio because I don't remember if I talk in this stream or not, and I don't want y'all to hear middle school me and, like, cringe. I already sound, like, squeaky enough. I was even worse when I was younger. Everybody just wants to hear you scream. Yeah. I mean, if you haven't seen my Ao Oni VODs, you should go ahead and watch those if you're interested in hearing me freak the fuck out over nothing. I don't know if I can find it. Hold on. Let me see. If I can, I will show my little meme on the screen next. But in the meantime, this is what my first live stream looked like. It was me drawing. I think I was in 6th grade when I made this. Alright, let me see if I can find the specific meme I'm looking for. Is it even playing? I mean, I guess? Yeah, there it is. So bad. $20 FNAF 2 challenge win? What does that mean? What's 20 FNAF 2 challenge? You know what challenge I do know? 2 orange Colgate in the middle challenge, let's go. Why do people watch me? Guys, I just spew brain rot and, like, scream and do nothing. Okay, cool. I found the meme I was looking for. But yeah, that was my first... It was my first stream. I'm taking it off now. And then, here's the meme I made after the Ao Oni stream. Born to Scream, Space is a fuck, Kill Them All, 1989, I am Starman, 410,757,864,530 dead cadets. Oh! 2020, a hard challenge for FNAF 2. I know that after all, my bad. I'm stupid. But yeah. Born to Scream, Space is a fuck, Kill 'Em All, 1989, I am Starman, 410... Trillion? No. Billion? Yeah, 757,864,530 dead cadets. Hello, Bill. Welcome in today. How are you today? I forgot how to talk and what order the words go in. Okay, we got tracking again. No more dead cadets. I stopped using you guys as cannon fodder. Are you happy now? I'm a very kind and considerate overlord, don't you think? Okay. This is what we're working on for now. Once we're done with this chibi, we're gonna go back to work on a VTuber model. This is just my warm-up. I typically take like around an hour, maybe 2 hours to warm up before a drawing stream so I don't embarrass myself. I just embarrass myself during the warm-up instead. I still have to do that Five Nights at Freddy's cover, don't I? Can't wait to meet you. Join the animatronic family. I will do it. Honestly, don't fucking tempt me. I'll do it. Mixed got another old game console, but I'm gonna have issues connecting it to a TV. Man, one time I brought a GameCube to work at my old job and connected it to one of those like big screens in a conference room. We had to like make the setup really jank to do that. We had to plug it into the wall and then to an adapter, but the adapter also needed extra power, so we had to plug that into the wall, and then we had to find a way to get the HDMI to the TV. So we had to find an HDMI input as well. It was fucked up. It sounds like Helldivers 2. I've actually never played Helldivers. I know everyone has, but not me. Sorry, guys. I'm no fun. No fun allowed. Fire hazard setup. I know. And then I ended up getting in trouble for it at work, too. Was it worth it? I mean, I'm gonna put the background music back on. Sorry, I forgot to do that. There. And there. Ta-da! Putting an adapter, add another console into the same outlet that's already overloaded is going to be how I die. Real. Honestly, to this day, my Sega Saturn is still my, like, proudest purchase. I wasn't even alive when they made the Sega Saturn, okay? But I bought one, and you know why? It was one of my hyperfixations, my favorite autism video game ever that most people have never even heard of debuted on that console. So, I bought the console, and I bought the game, and I have the case insert, and I have the manual, and the guidebook. It's Nights into Dreams. Some shitty little sport bike is riding by. Ugh, get a chopper like a real man. I'm a hater, sorry guys. But yeah, I bought an entire Sega Saturn so that I could play Nights into Dreams on its original hardware. I had so many people like, why didn't you just emulate it? Emulate the feeling of my nuts in your mouth, buddy. Panzer Dragoon on Sega Saturn is awesome. I've never even heard of that, actually. I don't have that many games on my Saturn yet. The purple flying platform game. Yes! Yes! That's it, yeah. I make everyone at least know about that game, because I'm very obsessed with it. Like here. Stand to be a little higher. Like here, maybe. And then I'll fix this line here in a sec. There we go. Ta-da! I think it's coming along pretty cute. There we go. And then, now I get to do the part of the hair that I was stressed about, but it ended up being really easy. I mean, wouldn't have been that hard. I mean, How is Saturn emulation in 2025? I don't know. Every game I've ever wanted for my Saturn, I've just bought because I have a Saturn. Yeah, this character design belongs to the VTuber down here. This is Stjernee, and we are recent mutuals on Twitter, so I wanted to draw this for her. I already asked for permission to draw her character on stream, and she said yes. She's themed after a black hole. So let me go and isolate this layer and bring the opacity up so you guys can get like an idea of the colors. Isn't her design so pretty? Wow, I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. 2 Twitter users in 2025. I mean, I use Twitter like probably a bit too much. Like, when Twitter went down today, it went down perfectly like during my break. It was down from 12 p.m. to like at least 2 p.m. in my time zone, and I was on break at work from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. so I was tweaking out that I couldn't use Twitter. I was like, what's the fucking point then? I'm sitting here alone in my car. What am I supposed to do? Come on. But yeah, there she is. And then there she is again. I think it's coming around cutely. Since Elon blocked anonymous viewing, I don't know anything on that site anymore. Yeah, wait, I forgot he did that. It's such a pain in the ass. Every time I want to like copy and paste my username, it has to be a whole hassle of me like logging in. A piece of dust on my screen. I thought it was on the iPad, so I was like, what? Why can't I find that? Gravity Well / Event Horizon. I am not familiar with this. I kind of live under a rock, I'm sorry. If you guys ever reference anything, there's a solid chance that I've never heard of it. Okay, right here. And where was I? Here. And we'll go here. It's like the SpongeBob video. Bring it around town. Bring it around town. Okay. So I think we're about done with the line work for now, right? I'm gonna go over here and copy these colors into a new color palette. Boing. And then here, I don't need the white. What? My undo was not working. That was awesome. Cool, fun times. What is going on? Ooh, all of this is on the hair layer. I have to lock in. Okay. Here. And here. And here. And here. These two show up almost identical on my display, so I'll just pick one of them. And then this darker color too. Alright. So I'm gonna do this for the clothes, this, and then like the purple, yellow, and lighter gray color here for the hair, I guess? Black holes cause a gravity well / event horizon. Okay. Despite being like a space-themed VTuber, I actually don't know anything about space. I just think it looks kind of cool. Is your display color accurate? It's more color accurate than my last iPad was, but it is not super, like, true tone. The TV in front of me is OLED. If I really wanted to, I could go through the hassle of hooking that up instead of streaming from my laptop. But that's so much work. I'm not doing all that. Alright. So, now I'm gonna get started on the colors. And we're gonna be real short and sweet with this, because it's a chibi. It doesn't need to be, like, super detailed. there, and then here. And then here. Coloring speedrun. Coloring speedrun. Last time we did a drawing stream, we did the furry speedrun. Now, we're coloring speedrun. I wonder how fast I can actually get this done. Ugh. I want to keep it in the line so I don't have to go back and erase it. Definitely ideal. YouTube compression might be messing with the colors. It is not the compression. It's because my iPad is tilted at an angle. So this is closer to the color that I'm actually using. My laptop display is extremely inaccurate, but the iPad display is pretty accurate. Laptop display is famously inaccurate at this point. A few streams ago, I was like, you guys like my blue background? And it was fucking purple. I was so mad about that. Like, why he Orpal? Stop! Okay. So, now, skin is just about done. I'm going to do some little blush on it. Like this. Ta-da! And then I'm gonna go in here and make sure the hand isn't blushing, because they don't do that. At least as far as I'm aware. Okay. I missed a spot. Yeah, we'll leave that there. It doesn't matter. There. Missed a tiny spot. Then... so her eyes are colored interestingly too. The sclera on this one is black. So... ah! I flung my pencil again. Ugh. No. It absolutely is the display on the laptop. The color is so inaccurate. Like, even on, like, my model right now, the colors do not show up right on the laptop. The camera, it's whatever. The camera is not super great because when I'm using it as a webcam, it can only capture 1080p, but when I'm using it to, like, record video instead, it can record in, like, 4K with, like, true tone colors and everything. So, it might be in part because of the lamp I have over here. I'm sure that's not doing many favors, but it helps with my model tracking, so I leave it on. Ah! Where's the light source coming from? It is this way and up. And, like, a little bit that way. So the light's coming from above here. So it makes the colors look, like, super washed. And then, now that I've moved the light, they still look like that. But when I bring it up, they stop looking like that because it's the way the camera is angled. See, I could do the entire stream like this, but then, like, what's the point of even watching it? You're not getting anything out of that, you know? Hold on. But yeah, light source is above the iPad, so it does cause some, like, some weird glare. Oh. Okay. I accidentally undid it, and then I made another line after, so I just have to redo. There we go. Oh. Place sources in picture, I mean. No shading on this one. We're just doing flat colors. I might have no clue what we're talking about. Maybe. We'll see. Okay. Oh! Are both of her scleras blacked out? They are! Okay, I thought it was just the one. Let me go ahead and do this one too then. If I would have known, I would have just done this symmetrically, but whatever. At least your drawing stream is a drawing stream. Check your competition time to time. I don't really view anyone as competition, because this is just a hobby for me, you know? If I can somehow end up making money off of it, cool. If I never make money off of it, even better. Light source going on to chibi model. Oh! This is not the VTuber model. This is the warm-up. Hold on. I'll pull up the actual model. Give me just a second. No, it's right here. We've only done the head so far. This is the VTuber model that we're going to work on a little bit later. I've honestly spent a little bit more time on the warm-up than I would have wanted to, but that's because I'm busy talking to you guys. Oliver jump scare. Everyone say hi to my brother. Lord Cringicus the First. No, you're Cringicus Jr. I'm Cringicus the First, right? I'm SpongeBob. You think so? This is for my mutual. This one right here. You're a VTuber, you're going to get commissioned to make a model and immediately commission another artist to help you with VTubing. Honestly. I do modeling and the art part. So I do the animation and the art. I'm just not like super duper good at either of them. I'm working on it though. Eventually, I want to take commissions, but I don't really know if I'm prepared for that yet. We'll see. Okay, there we go. So this eye is like a silver color, so we'll just make this the base color for now. And then this one's orang. I'm gonna get a brighter orange so it stands out more. Did you guys know orange is my favorite color? I think I talk about it a lot, but yeah, orange is my favorite, and then I also like pink and yellow equally to each other, but they're second place. Orange, orang. Alright. Would have never guessed. Right? I mean, one of my first like model designs for myself was orange, but I didn't end up getting like super attached, so I rebranded like a few years ago. This is an old design we're talking about. So yeah, I've rebranded since then, but now I'm blue. Dabba dee dabba die. There we go. The color's named after the fruit. Really? I think I've heard that somewhere. That makes sense. Kind of reminds me, like, while we're on the topic of, like, fruit, I guess, reminded me of the fact that, like, almost every European language calls pineapples some form of the word ananas, and then English calls it pineapples. I remember there was a few more that were, like, closer to pineapple than ananas, but a lot of languages call it ananas instead. actually gonna make this one symmetrical because she needs the pupils on both sides. Got a very cool color palette. Thank you! My new outfit has only been teased on here a few times. I'm gonna lose tracking for a few seconds so I can pull it up for y'all. Let me find it. La 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 la. I have a side-by-side of them somewhere from when I was building the website. Ananas makes a lot more sense than naming it after 2 random trees. I know! And it doesn't even grow on a tree, like... What's the big idea? What is the big idea? Okay, here we go. Here's my current design. You guys know this one. Right. Right. And then, here's... I lost it! Don't look at my camera roll. Don't forget Brits call cantaloupe rock melon. That's true! Man. British people. I'm just kidding, naturally. And then there's my second outfit. I haven't really had much of a chance to post it over here. I actually got 2 acrylic stands of myself only a few feet away from me. Hold on. Okay. So. Here is the acrylic stand for the main outfit of the new model. And then I have an acrylic stand for one of the other outfits that I'm working on for my new model. Ta-da! Second color palette. There's 2 color palettes for every outfit. I have both color palettes finished for this one, but I don't even have the first one finished over here. But yeah. I made Stjernee a real object. If I ever have to sell merch, I think this would probably be one of my favorite things to sell. I found a manufacturer that I really like. They're super high quality, and they were really affordable too. So if we ever do a merch drop, you can expect these. I have... This art is by sweetiemousse on Twitter. And VGen, if you are interested in commissioning her, she's extremely talented. And I have full commercial rights on that. So, if we ever want to do something, I can. I kind of want to... There's a really cute background for this as well, so I think it'd lend itself really well to like a poster or a print or something, maybe a postcard. So yeah, if we ever get to that point, we can do things. We are not limited to doing nothing. And then I have my eye on... I almost dropped one of them. I have my eye on commissioning a different mutual of mine later on. Not anytime super soon. Can't really do it right now. I'm in a tough spot at the exact moment because I just started my job, so I don't have like crazy amount of disposable income right now. But once those checks start rolling in, I can make whatever I want. If I ever sell Stjernee, you guys will be probably the second to know. I'm sure I'd post it on Twitter first because it's more convenient, but yeah. Okay, here. And then this layer needs to be either add or screen. I'm gonna throw it on add for now and see how I like it. And if I don't like it, I'll make it screen. I'll probably check screen too though. Hold on. There it is on add, and there it is on screen. The difference is like not super there for you guys, but for me it is. And I'm gonna leave it on add because it looks more vibrant. And then I'm also gonna go right here with no, I think maybe the strat would be to just blend some of this upwards, right? Wait. here. Let me get a smaller brush. I said smaller, not bigger. And just add some like little details to the eyes. Okay, so gonna have to get a different brush. This one sucks, but I like how that part looked, so I'm gonna leave it in and just grab one of my ever so slightly customized brushes. This is a default Procreate brush that I just added some stabilization to. That artist who too into stabilizers. There we go. I think this looks cute. And then we'll go in here. And make some highlights. And then once it's time, we're just gonna copy and paste those over to the other one. Additive color should make it brighter as you draw on it. Yes, it does. Screen also does that, but I tend to think that add looks more vibrant, so I usually use that instead. There we go. What do we think? I think that if this one were rounder, it would look a little better. And then we could add another one like right there. I think it looks cute. I'm adjusting the way I'm sitting super frequently because I've got the posture of an actual shrimp. Okay. So now, cast-on brushes are the shit. I don't use any cast-on brushes, actually. Oh, custom brushes. Okay. I assumed that by cast-on you meant like stamp brushes. I used to have one with like my old watermark on it, but honestly, I don't watermark my art anymore. Nobody's stealing my shit. I have like 12 viewers ever, okay? I'm not concerned. Like, my Twitter is flopping hardcore all the time. Nobody's gonna steal my art. I am so lucky that I don't have to worry about that. This might be easier if I just Gaussian blur. And then I'll go right here. And I'll do another layer of this darker color. This one we will blend out by hand. Why is the opacity so low? That's what's giving me the issues. There we go. There we go. I am noticing something here though. So let me grab this. Did I just use a pure white? Almost. I wanted to double check before I did anything, because what if it looked bad? There. Then I'm gonna put this up a little bit. Okay. For the highlight on this one, it might be a little bit harder. I might have to use like a blue or something. Yeah. Crazy that I guessed that would work off the dome. There we go. And then I will copy paste and move this over here. And that's the eyes. That's gonna be the most detailed part. New art every day, so who cares? Real. I don't draw every day, but I do try to draw every day. Oh, fuck. Wait a darn dang. I didn't realize that I actually left that on here. Hold on. There we go. Good enough. How do you tell an artist you think they're making a mistake? Well, whenever I commission someone and they do something that's, like, not accurate to my character design for whatever reason, I'll just be like, hey, could you fix this, please, and thank you? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And yeah. Sometimes, I don't know what your circumstance is, but if you're commissioning an artist, some of them do charge for revisions. So you might have to pay something for that. But, yeah. Honestly, just make sure you read your artist's TOS. Oh, there's something. I caught that. Okay, so I'm going to put the line in front of the hair. So I'm gonna go right here. Turn off symmetry, please. Ah! Big ass eraser. The mistake was not that big, I assure you. There we go. It's not a commission, just trying to shift their mindset to what it once was. Yeah, okay. That... I guess it depends on what happened to them. Depends on what their mindset is, and depends on what it used to be and why it changed. Has to be careful you don't treat every piece of art so precious you can't change. Exactly. I might be able to find the post if I looked for it, but I am a really big advocate for deleting everything and starting over again. If I get, like, particularly frustrated with the drawing, but I still want to do it, I will delete the entire file and start over. It's kind of like a tough love thing, but it works. It works every time. I've never done worse after deleting the original. I've always improved upon it. I probably shouldn't have had coffee so late in the evening. But, like, tomorrow's Friday, and it's gonna be a long weekend. It's fine, it's fine. I haven't even been getting more than, like, 5 or 6 hours of sleep anyways. I keep waking up, and then I keep falling asleep late, and then yada 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 yada. I'll just have an energy drink in the morning, and then another one in the morning. Easy, 2 monsters, and I'm fine. How long should I stream? It's up to you guys. I don't care about anything anymore. Sounds pretty bad. Probably because it is. But, like, it's not that deep. It's not that deep. Okay. I caught another problem. And then I'm just gonna smooth that out a tiny bit as well. Yay! Wow, look at how productive we are. Getting almost nothing done. We're not even done with the warm-up and we're 2 hours into the stream. Guys, should I stay up all night before work? All I do is sit at a microscope anyways. Come on. You guys have to encourage me to make bad decisions. I don't have enough enablers. I need more. There we go. And then... no. There. I just noticed there's, like, a missing pixel right there. No. Right now, I'm finally getting in... have the growth from drawing the first draft. Exactly. I think that a lot of people forget that, like, having a rough draft is helpful besides writing your essays in school. can't do that. I wish I could. This should all be fine though, and then I can just fill that in. Ta-da! And now I'll do this part of the hair down here as well. Be responsible. But Kanasi says stay up. You guys have to play rock, paper, scissors, and then I'll listen to whoever wins. I'm fully lying. I'm gonna stay up regardless. Whether it's like on purpose or not doesn't even matter. I'll probably lay in the bed trying to sleep and not be able to. Been happening like increasingly frequently lately. Chat, activate your ADD. You know, everyone's always so surprised when I say that I don't have, like, ADHD or anything. I'm autistic, but I do not have ADHD. And, like, every time it comes up and I talk about it, like, at least one person's like, no, you have ADHD. And I'm like, the fuck you mean no? Tell that to my, like, healthcare team. They all say I don't. I am negative for ADHD. I'm just an extrovert, guys. It's different. Did not mean to do that, but I fixed it, so who cares? There. And then I'm just gonna fill that and then clean up the no, I don't even have to clean up the ends. I'll just draw the rest on top of that. And then what I do have to do is color the eyebrows before I forget. I have like really old drawings where I like completely forgot to color in the eyebrows. It's been like a thing that I've done for years now. Oh, doesn't she look so cute? Okay, I'm gonna turn off symmetry so I can go in here real quick and just color in that front bang that doesn't qualify for symmetry tool because it's not symmetrical. You people know this. If it's not symmetrical, it can't be symmetrical. Did you know? Did you know? Angel versus devil on your shoulders. Literally. I'm usually the devil on other people's shoulders. I love to be an enabler. Should I have my 5th energy drink of the day? Yeah. If you do it, I will. Fuck it, we ball. What is youth for? If not drinking 3 monsters in one sitting. Come on, guys. There we go. Ah! She looks so cute! I'm really happy with this so far. Okay, so now we have to get like this purpley color. And let me look at how it's applied here. Okay, yeah, so it's just like sort of a gradient on there. I made my blending brush too big here. Ah, it looks so cute. Guys, I love this person's design so much. Ooh. Okay. So now we have to go in here, orang, and do some little detail. Good thing this can be symmetrical. Because we just have to color this right here. We're gonna make it look better than that, of course, but this right here gets to be orange. And then I'm just gonna erase along this line so it looks like kind of even, I guess. Right here. I'm gonna have to turn off the symmetry tool while I'm doing that because middle bang is not quite symmetrical, but yeah. there. And then we'll erase that right there. And right here. I'm gonna fill this in a little bit more. Ugh. I don't know. Okay, there we go. I get drunk and get energized, so you have to be careful. I am not 21, so I cannot drink in America, but I went to Europe earlier this year, and I had exactly one beverage, and it was very weak. I'm not super into the feeling of, like, being on a substance, I guess. Alcohol, weed, none of it. It just doesn't mix well with me. Okay. This is interesting. Okay. So, I'm gonna use a bit of a shortcut for this part now. By that, I mean I'm gonna go right here. I'm gonna get a solid black color. And then I'm gonna make this smaller first of all. And symmetrical. What is this fucking music? Oh! What? Huh? Oh my god. This whole stream's gonna get copyrighted. I didn't know what the fuck was playing in the background. I closed the wrong tab. This is gonna be the second stream in a row to get copyrighted, by the way. My last stream is blocked in Russia. Turned off my pen again. There we go. Sorry to all the Russians. I'm actually pretty sure that nobody who watches me is watching me from Russia, though, so I don't think I have to worry too much. It's blocked in Russia for copyright. We're 2 for 2 on my hand cam streams, going really badly for me. Okay. I'm gonna turn this off for a second. And then right here, we're gonna make this solid black. Erase what's out of the line. We're gonna get the sides over here too. Because this all has to be filled in with like a space color. So I'm gonna take a bit of a shortcut like I mentioned and just use the space brush that comes default with Procreate. Because I'm not about to draw a whole galaxy from scratch right now, okay? What? No! There. There we go. And then we'll do a new layer. Clipping mask, and we'll get this bright orange again. And then luminance. This needs to be way bigger. Don't hear music, but on my phone. Yeah, I turned all of the music off. I can put this back on. But, I don't even know how it happened. But, like, a lot of, like, the... I don't know. I'm just gonna have to keep undoing until I get orange colors on this. We could do some red. We could do some... That looks really good. And then let's see if I can get some more yellow. There. I like it. YouTube blocked in Russia. Google owns more money than exists. Yeah. Wait, is like the YouTube website blocked in Russia? I did not know that. But yeah, I got a notice as soon as the last stream ended. Your stream can't be viewed in Russia for copyright because you played 2 songs from Russia. Notice how nobody laughed. Okay. There we go. So, hair's done. I think it looks cute. And then, let's see what's next. Orange on the left sock and the chains. So, what I'm getting from that is I go in here with the bright orange. And then I'll fill this in. And then on the chains over here, I'll go in with the duller orange. Intergalactic audience excluding Russia. Yeah. And, like, I guess there's other stuff that's, like, like, other countries that are blocked, like, the entire YouTube site, right? Like, I'm pretty sure you can't watch YouTube without a VPN in China. I could be wrong, but I think that's something. So, intergalactic audience excluding Russia and China. What other countries have YouTube blocked? All of them that have it blocked are not here. Sorry, guys. You're not missing out on much, though. No, North Korea. I kind of forgot that North Korea exists for a second. Which is funny because I have been, like, pretty hyper-fixated on North Korea for the past few months. Like, maybe 1 or 2. There's no copyright protection on the moon. There isn't any anywhere in space. What are they gonna do? They can't do anything. Alright. What color are the shoes? Oh, okay. So the sole is white, but the shoes are the same color as the sock. Came back just to hear North Korea. Hi, Kanashi. Welcome back. My bad. There we go. And I'm actually gonna go over here. Where is it? Here? What layer is that on? No. 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 This one? Yeah. Cool. We are going to erase this line since it turns out we don't even need it. Oopsies! There we go. Good enough for me. And then I'm gonna go over here and fill this with orange as well now. And I'll fix that line that's poking out in a second. What? No. What do you mean multiple layers are selected? Objectively, no. Oh, fuck. I drew it on the wrong layer, that's why. Okay. Stupid! Stupid dummy! Dumb stupid! Worst Korea. Drawing a VTuber with so many small details, my brain is gonna explode. I tried to simplify this, and I'm still struggling too. Update August 27th, 2020. An investigation subsequently cleared astronaut Anne McClain of wrongdoing. Her former spouse, Summer Warden, was charged with lying to federal investigators. Damn. #1 space op, I guess. This random woman. I've never even heard of her, but yeah. She's also not here. So, it's intergalactic audience excluding Russia, China, North Korea, and this particular woman, I guess. There we go. And then I'm gonna get that tiny bit of orange, and yeah, okay. It's coming together. Orange and purple is a cute color palette. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if Estrella designed her own character or what, but it looks so cute. The entire chair arm. Oh, you know what? That line isn't supposed to be orange. Whatever. The entire, like, arm of the chair I'm sitting on moves when I color. Yeah, this line's supposed to be black. I'm just gonna use the same black from the hair. It's not really a black, it's more of like a gray. See? I think it's a really pretty gray though. There we go, and then orange, orange, and then black. So I'm gonna get the bright orange again for this part. I just think it's a little bit more fitting. And it'll add some much needed contrast from the chain detailing. Then we're gonna fill in this over here. Oh yeah, I'm a genius. And then we're gonna fill this in too, and then we'll just do the black details on a clipping mask, I think. Maybe the strategy. I caught that. You can't hide from me. Boing. There we go. Oh, it's turning out so cute. So then I'll grab this color again. And then it goes like this, right? There we go. And then I think these bandage things are white and the jacket is black. I will have to double check. I was right. I'm a genius. I'm a genius. You hear that? I'm a genius. Okay. So that can go there, and then I'll start this out symmetrically, and then I'll fix it later. Here. And go like this. Ta-da! I'm gonna have to fill this in. There we go. Doesn't matter because the sleeves also get colored black, so if there's overlap, it's gonna get covered up anyways. We go. That's oomph. That's oomph right there. Okay. Then I'm gonna go ahead and fill these now. I think it goes here. And here. Wow, I'm so art-pilled. Can't believe I'm drawing something on stream that actually looks good for once. Hey. What are you doing there? Okay, right here. Still plenty of time for regrets. Yeah. I guess that's true. Ah, so mean. Why would you say that to me? I'm just a little guy. What did I do? I have to make sure I'm not getting any important notifications. Okay. Nothing super important for now. For now. We'll see, we'll see. Oh! Australia drew me too! Look how cute! Let me see if I can, like, make those colors look like anything. Look at how cute! It's so cute! I don't get Twitter notifications on my phone, but I get them on my iPad. And my iPad notifications are muted because I'm streaming with the iPad. So, I did not know she did this until just now. Okay. So cute. Hold on. I have to, like, spam on Twitter and, like, quote retweet and everything. God. Okay. I have now quote tweeted, commented, and liked. I'm gonna get back to work now. I think this is important though. Am I gonna make it my Twitter profile picture? I might make it my profile picture somewhere. I'm kind of backloaded as far as profile pictures go. My profile picture on Twitter was drawn by unhae, who is, I don't know if she's watching right now, but she was earlier. And then I have to change my Discord profile picture to what Kanashi drew for me. But I might be able to make it my YouTube profile picture, or like VGen or something. I have like every website in the world, you know? I'll find a way. I'll find a way. Alright. Back to work though. Back to work. Now I have to work double hard because she put in so much work. Hi, unhae! Unhae drew my Twitter profile picture. Unhae did my logo. Unhae did my mascot. We love Unhae here. I've been on your TV the whole time. Yay! Nana on the big screen. Everyone do this. You know what? I I don't know who's doing it, but every time I check my analytics after a stream, there's like 16% of you guys who view me from your iPad. And I think that's really based. I love watching YouTube on my iPad, especially if I'm like laying in bed and don't have the energy to look up at the TV. Wow, that sounded really out of touch, I think. My bad, my bad. What? What? Huh? Pencil don't work? Pencil, why stop? What's going on? Okay. So, like... What? Huh? Pencil not work? Okay, there, we're back, we're back. I don't know what the fuck that was all about, but yay! We're working again, so it doesn't matter. Alright. I'm on the grind. Sometimes I have you on my iPad first, then move you to the TV. How do pencils work? I don't know. I don't know. Wait, now I'm curious. Hold on. I'm gonna look it up. How do Apple Pencils work? Apple Pencil works in conjunction with pen-enabled surface on the iPad. The screen on the iPad detects the pressure of the pencil and then combines it with the orientation to draw the image. Pencil has high precision pressure and gyro sensors to recognize strokes of varying degrees of intensity. Tilt sensors that monitor tilting angle corresponding to appropriate variations in your strokes. It communicates wirelessly via Bluetooth and has a removable cap that conceals a lightning connector used for charging. The pencil is compatible with 1st and 2nd generation iPad Pro models and 6th through 10th generation iPad models, with the latter requiring a USB-C adapter. The USB-C adapter is probably in reference to the iPad itself. I have the iPad 10, and it also has to charge with a USB-C. So basically black magic. Yeah, that's what I'm getting too. Well, maybe that's my own fault for reading like the AI overview instead. Tracing the movements of the Apple Pencil. Okay, well, I don't know. I'm not really finding any actual information. Does anyone have that really old meme where it's like, alright then, you keep your secrets or whatever, and it's like from some movie? I don't remember which movie, so don't ask, but it's from some movie. Where is the line not connecting? Okay, I'm gonna go through and do it all one more time. This is all one line, so you have no excuse to pretend the line's not connecting, you freak. I know it is. That's all one line. Haha, see? Lord of the Rings. Yeah, it is from Lord of the Rings. I was gonna say The Hobbit, but I didn't want to because I knew it would be wrong. I haven't seen any of that sort of movie in a really long time. My grandma was super into all of those movies, so I have seen all of them. It's just been a while. Okay, so this is also black. Okay. Guy who doesn't know how to color in the lines, apparently. There we go. Ta-da! And then, what color is that? Orange. And it does look like a heart, right? I'm not certain what it is, but I did interpret it as a heart, so we'll see. Astray, I'm sorry if I butchered your design. I'm not powerful enough to post memes in chat. I wish that we could, like, put pictures in the chat instead of me having to pull all of them up myself. I mean, I could, but then it takes, like, a whole extra step. And you guys aren't here to watch me do extra steps. You're here to watch me draw and not do good at anything. You're here to watch me be a girl failure and annoying, and yeah. That's why that's like my whole appeal. That I break things, spill things, fail at everything, and I talk a lot. I'm self-aware. Okay, so I'm gonna do a slightly off-white for those here instead of a true white. Just because I think off-white looks better. You guys can't even see the difference on the stream, I don't think, but yeah. It's there for me, in my heart. But then again, I'm kind of like a freak about color. Okay, I have to move this layer even further up. Hello? Thank you. Okay. Actually, I have no clue what this line is. Oh, never mind, I do, I lied. All of this gets colored in. I have to go fill in some missing pixels in the black here in a second. I'll get there when I get there, though. Coloring inside the lines is only for shaders. This is not going to be shaded, thankfully, because seriously, at this rate, I'm not gonna even have time to do what the stream is for. But typically, I do pretty complicated rendering in my art. I can pull up some of my other drawings that I've done recently here in a second. Yay! Girl boss? I wish I was a girl boss. Can I can I be a girl boss, guys? I already ruined it by stuttering. I can't be a girl boss. Girl boss in theory, girl fail in execution, I fear. Yay! Okay. Let me make sure it looks decent if I change the background color too, though. I think I'll do it like orang and then have like a nice black gradient creeping up the top. Yeah! Then I'm gonna get like an even more burnt orange and make a new layer and just get like some of those corners right there. And then I'm gonna blur that out so it blends a little smoother. Wow, I'm an artist. Can you believe it? I don't know if it's obvious, but I do have a really silly habit of like talking like a fucking Deku sometimes. I'll be like, guys, can I be the #1 hero? Do you really think so? Okay. And how much internet is your stream using right now? I have no clue. My CPU usage is 3.4%. I don't know what those words mean though, so like it doesn't matter. Alright, now I have to take the laptop away because I have to post on Twitter. Face has never been a secret. I have a second channel and it's linked on this first channel. And I've been meaning to do vlogs and video essays over there. And yeah. I think I posted my face at least once on Twitter. And, I know I've done it at least a few times, like, in some of my friends' Discord servers. I don't really do that in my own server. There's not a selfie channel in my server either, because I just think that's, like, kind of cringe. But, like, yeah. My face is not a secret. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Only reason I'm a VTuber, there's two. There's two reasons. It's a fun, creative outlet for drawing. And also, I don't have to wear a bra when I stream. Has seen my face before. I was asked to make that channel. No, this is not about your server. Trust. But my, like, 2020 friend group... No, I think it was my 2021 friend group. It was, like, me, my brother, some of his friends, and some of my friends. And this is what ruined selfie channels for me. There was this one guy who, like, kept sending these selfies with, like, these cringe little, like, devil filters and shit. Like, the e-girl filters, right? And I'm like, dude... What? There's no way you're real. That's like creature behavior. But yeah, that specific interaction, watching him spam those shitty selfies, is what ruined selfie channels for me altogether. Alright. I am posting on Twitter, so that's why I'm not talking too much. Right. There we go. Okay. Warm-up is done. You know what that means. We're here for the actual part that we said we would do. The entire point of the stream was this, and we haven't even started it, and we're 2.5 hours in. I'm gonna move that lamp a little bit, because the glare on the screen is, like, pretty bad. I wonder if it'd be more helpful if I used, like, a darker color for the back here. Nope. If I set it flat, even worse. What do I do? Hand cam for, like, digital art is probably the worst idea that any VTuber has ever had. Colors look decent if I'm, like, from above, like this, but, like, once again, what is the point of watching it? You're not getting anything out of this except seeing what the colors look like, right? So, I guess I'll keep it like this, maybe? Hold on. Let me see if I can... Can I change anything? It's not letting me change anything in the camera settings. I don't know. Okay, well, ta-da! If cosplayer, then selfie. I don't do cosplay, unfortunately. I've wanted to for a while, but, like, I don't know. I can never pick a character that I actually like enough to commit to, like, buying a wig and either buying or making a costume and then, like, taking pictures and, like, it's a struggle. But yeah. I do really respect cosplay as an art, though. And I've wanted to get into it for a while, but I don't really see it happening. You're underestimating how dumb some VTubers are. This is true. I don't have any further comments. I am not in the market to get canceled. Okay, here we go. What? Oh, it was on a group. I'm so smart. Okay, so since the last time I streamed working on this model, all I've done was take the mouth and move it down a few pixels because it was like up here originally and I thought it looked kind of bad. So now we're gonna do the part that I've been procrastinating on. Here's eyes. What is that? What is this? What's that? You. What are you? Get out of here. Anyways, we're gonna do the nose. I don't like drawing noses. I'm not super good at it. But she has to have one or else how can she smell carrots? She's a bunny. She needs those. You definitely have similar ADD/spectrum as me. My brain bounces around at a similar speed. Just like me for real. Okay. This is like too high, but I feel like if it goes any lower, it won't look good with the mouth, right? Is the nose too low? Why is my pen so big? This is supposed to be significantly smaller. Like this. Even that's still kind of pushing it, I think. Like here? Yeah, there we go. This one's too wide. Autism diagnosis stream win? You guys missed it. I got that shit when I was 13. It's too late. I can't do a diagnosis stream. We've been knowing. That's so diabolical though. Hold on. I have to take a screenshot of that. Oh, that's really good. Autism diagnosis stream win. No stream needed. I've been defeated. Save as autism. That one's getting put in a video later. Trust. Trust. Eraser too big. Drawing the nose is the worst part. That looks okay though. Right? Okay. Good enough for me. So now the way I do it is a bit of an interesting technique. I don't really think anyone does it this way. But also, my art style handles noses differently than a lot of VTuber models do, so I have to do weirder things with the art to accommodate for that. So we have to draw a big block where the nose goes. Autism online test. Are we gonna do we want to do that real quick actually? Hold on. Let me see if I can find one really quick. Okay. Rads are test. Okay. Alright. I am going to add a window capture to my OBS, And we're gonna take an autism test right now. Window capture. And then we will grab this. Phase Connect Edition. No! I'm autistic, but I don't think I'm that autistic, right? Phase Connect Reject would be more like it, right? Okay, I'm a sympathetic person. I think I was more sympathetic when I was younger. I often use words and phrases from movies and television in conversation. Yes. Okay, wait. Since I have the tab open on my screen, I have to open chat on the iPad. Give me just a second. Okay, here. Now I can still read when you guys are talking. What are these new emojis? I'm looking in like the YouTube emoji section. Look at these. Aren't these like kind of meatcore? Okay, whatever. No distractions. I'm often surprised when others tell me I've been rude. Absolutely. I get that like all the time. The real ones know. Sometimes I talk too loudly or too softly and I'm not aware of it. This is true. Sometimes I'll like only catch myself yelling because it's so loud that it makes me flinch. I often don't know how to act in social situations. Yeah, well, I think it's less true than it was before, but it's still true. I can put myself in other people's shoes. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think I have an easier time with, like, which one? What's the difference between sympathy and empathy? There's one that you can only, like, really do if you, like, relate to something, right? Versus, like, if something's happened to you. And the other one is one that you can just do whenever. I'm better at the one where it's, like, if it's happened to you, you can, like, relate. But if it hasn't, you can't. You know what I'm saying? I thought this emoji was throwing it back crazy style at first. Ass cheek emoji. But I can like kind of do this, just not super good. That's my answer. I have a hard time figuring out what some phrases mean, like you are the apple of my eye. Yes. But like no. I feel like there's a difference between like hearing a phrase in context and not understanding it, and then hearing a phrase out of context and not understanding it. I don't think I can say that, never mind. Just know that there's been a few times where I've heard a phrase out of context and had to ask someone, what does that mean? And they're like, what the fuck? I've stopped asking people questions. I just, I use Urban Dictionary like a real woman. Okay. I'll put, like, never true for this one, I think. I only like to talk to people who share my special interests. True. I can talk about other things, but it's more fun if we're talking about things that are fun to talk about, right? Like, hello? I focus on details rather than the overall idea. Oops, I did not mean to try to press that. I don't know. Do you guys think I'm detail-oriented, or do you guys think I'm big picture guy? I think I'm more big picture. I definitely used to focus more on details, but I do think I'm overall more of a big picture guy now, right? I'm gonna say true when I was younger than 16. I always notice how food feels in my mouth. This is more important than how it tastes. Absolutely true. However, if something tastes like even a little bit off to me, I can't have that either. Um, the real ones know. Actually, nobody really knows this, but I had a chicken sandwich the other day from Chick-fil-A, right? And it was so yummy, and I was having so much fun until I like actually started to process feeling the texture in my mouth, and it grossed me out so bad that I had to give someone the rest of the sandwich. I miss my best friend or family when we're apart for a long time. Yeah, I think I miss people pretty easily, though. Sometimes I offend others by saying what I'm thinking, even if I don't mean to. Absolutely true. I only like to think and talk about a few things that interest me. They should have a somewhat and or sometimes button, like a kind of button. But generally speaking, I do prefer to talk about things that interest me. I think most people do, though, right? Who wants to sit there and talk about, like, some fucking boring shit? I don't know. It's subjective, so I won't say what's boring to me, because that might not be boring to everyone. But, like, I'm not gonna sit there and have, like, an entire conversation about, like, why some weird shit is weird shit. Like, don't talk to me about shitty music. I don't want to hear it. If anyone ever tries to tell me anything about Suicide Boys again, I'm gonna chew a hole in their jugular. I'd rather go out to eat in a restaurant by myself than with someone I know. There's not even like a neutral button. I don't think I have a preference for this. I mean, no? I guess it's closer to no, right? I cannot imagine what it would be like to be someone else. I think true now only. I think I'm not good at that. Scattered but focused. Yes. I'm all over the place. I have been told that I'm clumsy or uncoordinated. Just last stream we were talking about how I spill water and other drinks all over the place, and I've dropped my Apple Pencil like 4 times over the course of the past 2 or so hours. Now and when I was young. Others consider me odd and different. I think when I was a little bit younger they did, but now I'm kind of normal. I understand when friends need to be comforted. No, I don't. I am very sensitive to the way my clothes feel when I touch them. How they feel is more important than how they look. How they look is super important, but having, like, uncomfortable clothes will ruin my entire day. But I'll still do it if it makes me look cool. I like to copy the way certain people speak and act. It helps me appear more normal. Yeah. It can be very intimidating for me to talk to more than one person at a time. Nope, I am the yapper ever. I have to act normal to please other people and make them like me. Yes. Meeting new people is usually easy for me. True only now. Drip must clean. Exactly. Small talk is boring. Exactly. See, maybe you guys should also be taking the Rads R with me, though. I'm kind of normal. Are you disagreeing with me? Are you saying I'm wrong? I think I'm kind of normal. Like, I don't think I'm weird, right? Do you guys think I'm weird? It's fucked up, man. I get highly focused when someone interrupts me when I'm talking about something I'm interested in. Oh, highly confused. I'm kind of dyslexic. What's the test? I'll take it on my iPad. It is... Actually, hold on. I will send you a link real quick. Hold on. Search history goes crazy. I don't have anything interesting. I'll just put it in chat, actually. HTTPS //RAADS test.com. There you go. I'll go ahead and pin that for a second so that you guys can find it if you want to take the test with me. Why isn't it letting me? Okay, there we go. Replace pinned message. Is it there? Yeah. Okay, you should be able to click that link and take the test with me now. I get highly confused when someone interrupts me when I'm talking about something I'm very interested in. Not true. You can't interrupt me. I'll just keep talking. Let's see. It's difficult for me to understand how other people are feeling when we are talking. True. I like having conversations with several people, for instance, around a dinner table, at school, or at work. I think that's true only now, but yes. I take things too literally. I often miss what people are trying to say. Yes. It is very difficult for me to understand when someone is embarrassed or jealous. The real ones know this is true. You're modern normal. I think I'm classic normal. What have I ever done to be abnormal, huh? Some ordinary textures that do not bother others feel very offensive when they touch my skin. True. I cannot wear jeans on normal circumstances. I only put up with them because I have to wear pants to work. I typically wear slacks instead because of how much I hate touching denim. I can't do it. I get extremely upset when the way I like to do things is suddenly changed. Yes. I wouldn't say extremely upset, but I get, like, frustrated and annoyed. I have never wanted or needed to have what other people call an intimate relationship. Well, I've wanted it. I just don't think I've ever needed it. Like, I'm fully capable of taking care of myself. I'm a grown woman. Good night to you too, Bill. Rest well. Have a good night. Stay safe. Stay warm. Well, I guess it's summer now. Stay cool. I've never wanted or needed... No, I'll just put not... Well... I wanted, I'm just gonna ignore. I've never needed one. I'm fine either way. But I like. It's difficult for me to start and stop a conversation. I need to keep going until I'm finished. True. Like I said, you can't interrupt me. I'll just keep going. I speak with a normal rhythm. What's a normal rhythm? Like, what is the definition of a normal rhythm? Do we think I speak with a normal rhythm? I think so. It's normal to me. I don't know what to put. What's a normal rhythm? I'm just gonna put, like, true, right? Normal enough. The same sound, color, or texture can suddenly change from very sensitive to very dull. Yeah, kinda sometimes. It's not common, but it does happen. The phrase, "I've got you under my skin," makes me very uncomfortable. No, I feel nothing about this. Sometimes the sound of a word or high-pitched noise can be painful to my ears. Yes. If I listen to music, I have to listen at either a really loud volume or a really quiet volume. Because I like to have my music loud, but sometimes... There's nothing that really triggers it, but sometimes, like, having music on in general is, like, physically painful for me. I am an understanding type of person. I think I'm too stubborn to truly be categorized as understanding, but I don't think I'm not understanding, so I'll just put true. I do not connect with characters in movies and cannot feel what they feel. Nope. I'm super... It's easier for me to connect with fictional characters than real people. I cannot tell when someone's flirting with me. Yeah. I can see in my mind the exact detail of things I'm interested in. This is also true. I'm really good at drawing bugs from memory, in case you guys wanted to know that. Keep a list of things that interest me when they have no particular use. Yep. When I feel overwhelmed, by my senses, I have to isolate to shut them down. Yep. I like to talk things over with my friends. I mean, not really. I keep it all to myself if I ever feel upset. Not tell if someone's interested or bored with what I'm saying. True. It can be very hard to read someone's face, head, and body movements when they're talking. True. Well, I think it was only when I was young. The same thing. Like, clothes or temperatures can feel different to me at different times. Yes. I feel comfortable with dating or being in social situations. True. Try to be as helpful as I can when other people tell me their personal problems. True. I've been told that I have an unusual voice, for example, flat, monotone, childish, or high-pitched. Yeah. I've also been told that, like, my voice... Well, I haven't been told that, actually. Why am I lying? I feel like my voice changes, like, frequently. I feel like sometimes my voice sounds way higher, and sometimes it sounds, like, really deep, and it's frustrating. Like, I don't feel like I sound the same from day to day. I have tinnitus, so I have to have a fan or music on when it's quiet. Yeah, I also have tinnitus, but I just am not bothered by it because I've had it for so long. I can just kind of, like, deal with it, I guess. I don't know. Sometimes a thought or subject gets stuck in my mind and I have to talk about it even if no one is interested. Yes, this is me telling everyone about North Korea. Change your voice to fit the situation. Have the same. I don't feel like I change it on purpose. I feel like it just does that on its own. I do certain things with my hands over and over again, like flapping, twirling sticks, strings, waving things by my eyes. Yeah. I'm a fucking stereotype. I've never been interested in what most of the people I know consider interesting. True. I'm considered a compassionate type of person. I don't really think so. At least not, like, super compassionate. I think I'm compassionate enough. So I'll just put true. I get along with other people by following a set of specific rules. Yes. Very difficult for me to work and function in groups. Nope. When I'm talking to someone, it's hard to change the subject. If the other person does so, I can get upset and confused. Yes, a little sometimes. Not often, but sometimes. Sometimes I have to cover my ears to block out painful noises. Yes. I can chat and make small talk with people. Yeah. I mean, what am I doing right now, right? Sometimes things that should feel painful are not. For instance, when I hurt myself or burn my hand on the stove. True. When talking to someone, I have a hard time telling when it's my turn to talk or listen. True. I end up accidentally interrupting people all the time. I'm considered a loner. No! Nobody thinks that. I usually speak in a normal tone. I think so. I think I sound, like, mostly neutral almost all of the time. I like things to be the exact same day after day, and even small changes in my routines bother me. Real ones know that I used to have, like, actual panic attacks if I got to work 5 minutes later than usual. But the trick is, I would get to work an hour before my shift was supposed to start anyways, so, like, it was all for nothing. How to make friends and socialize is a mystery to me. Yeah, I mean, I don't really do any of it on purpose, I just sort of figure it out, you know? Calms me to spin around or rock in a chair when I'm feeling stressed. True. I'm very fidgety. The phrase, he wears his heart on his sleeve, does not make sense to me. Yeah, I mean, I don't really get it. Like, from a logical standpoint, is it because, like, heart is connected to emotions and, like, on your sleeve means it's visible? So if you wear your heart on your sleeve, you're, like, making your emotions known? That's my best guess. It sounds right. To me, anyways. I don't know. If I am in a place where there are many smells taken in when I feel anxious or frightened, true. I can tell when someone says one thing but means something else, never true. I like to be by myself as much as I can. No, not really. I keep my thoughts stacked in my memory like they are filing cards. Yeah, kinda. The same sound can sometimes seem very loud or very soft, even though I know it has not changed. True. Yes, that's right. Yay! I'm almost done. 8 more questions. I enjoy spending time eating and talking with my family and friends. Yes. I can't tolerate things I dislike. No, I can put up with shit most of the time. I mean, I don't like to be hugged or held. Yeah. Especially if I'm not expecting it, I get so freaked out. When I go somewhere, I have to follow a familiar routine, or I can get very confused and upset. True. It's difficult for me to figure out exactly what people expect of me. True. I like to have close friends. True. People tell me that I give too much detail. True. I'm often told that I ask embarrassing questions. True. And last question. I tend to point out other people's mistakes. True. Alright. Whoa. Okay, hold on. Hold on. I have to hide the screen for a second so that I can put my email in. I have like a regular like VTubing email that I use, but my personal email popped up on the recommended thing. I am not giving you guys my personal email, sorry. You guys can have my VTuber email though. I don't care. Stjernee at vastro.net. Email me something. Names. Can I type please? Hello, Stjernee. Astro.net. Cool. Submit. Report generating. Okay. Let's see. Total score 168? Hold on. 168? Out of what? Unlock full report? I'm not doing all that, but highest score RADs recorded by individuals with autism. What? I want to know the full report, but like I'm not gonna pay for that. I'm kind of curious though. Should I? Quiz definitely activated my neurons / was mostly me. This quiz kept calling me out. Help. Real. I mean, I honestly couldn't even think of like a good answer for like a significant amount of those questions. New high score? Let's go? No! Wait. I'm gonna hide my screen again for just a second to see how much it costs. I'm just curious. I'm not gonna buy it unless it's like maybe less than $4, but I'm curious how much it costs, but I don't know if it's gonna like bring up my card info or anything. Okay, yeah, it's $16. I'm not doing that. Fuck off. But yeah, apparently my score is 168, which is the highest score recorded by individuals with autism in the foundational RAADSR study. Highest recorded score. That can't be right. Huh? You guys think I'm that autistic? Did I hit like B score? Am I? No, that can't be right. That can't be right. I'll have to take it again sometime off stream and send my shit later. Chat reflects the streamer. Yeah! Cadets, you're just like me for real. It's off the charts. No, it's not. It's on the charts. I'm normal. The test is lying. I'm not that autistic, okay? You can't make me think otherwise. I know I'm right. I've done nothing weird. I behave normal when I socialize. I'm only like lightly autistic. The test is lying and my answers are wrong. I'll take it again off stream later, and then I'll post the results. I'll post it on the YouTube feed and on Twitter as well, because I know that a lot of you don't have Twitter. Sure, buddy. What do you mean by that? Huh? I'm normal, and we all know it. We all know it. There's no reason to think otherwise. Hello? Okay. But yeah, I'm not buying their fucking test result. Yada, 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 yada. Allegedly, my score is the highest. I don't think so. But what do I know? Nothing, I guess. Okay. Background music is back. Okay. Hold on. I have to... I'm just gonna put up pictures of fish while I switch my screen. Here you go. Enjoy this, everyone. There you go. Back on this one. Surprisingly cognitive of social interactions. Needed to think for most questions. Yeah. Okay, I can take these fish off now. Oh! I forgot I was doing that! I'm putting the fish back on so I can switch tabs. When I had the test up on the computer, it was blocking where I usually read chat from. So yeah. There. Now I can get rid of the fish. Here we are. You might be overly sensitive to some of the questions. I don't know. Maybe? I mean, it was so hard to answer so many of them because, like, a lot of what I would have put as the answer was, like, maybe kind of a little, you know, like, not super black and white for that because, like, sometimes things only happen sometimes. So it's like, what do you mean I always get upset when someone interrupts me? No. Tests like that are always hard for me, though. Okay. Invert. And then we're gonna... You know what? I used the same skin tone on this model that I did for my personal one, so I can do this instead. Smart. Smart. You got 116? How did I get, like, 50 more than you? Huh? There's no way that's right. Use the cheat on the psychological test and just do A, B, 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 and C, 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 then D, D, D. That might be good. That might be funny. I wonder what the result would be if somebody did do that. What do you mean by that? I mean, my score shouldn't be that high. Can't believe it. I'm the most autistic person in the world. Brush too big. This one? Oh, it's okay. There we go. And then I'm gonna go in here. Too big, brush too big, brush too big. Repeat, brush too big. Girl boss! I don't want to be a girl boss anymore if this is what being a girl boss means. Most autistic person in the world. I refuse to believe those results are right. Like, there's no way. There's no way. Something had to have been lost in translation, like, objectively speaking, right? There you go. There's a nose. Ah! I just threw my pencil again. It's never ending. Does the suffering end, or does it merely transform looking ass? This is a perfect Phase Connect audition. No, it's not! I don't know what anyone's talking about. I'm not even autistic. I'm like as neurotypical as it comes, you know? You know? Okay, actually, how well you guys can see it. Look, the nose turned out kind of cute, right? Right? I like it. Now, I'm gonna work on some more rendering here in a second, because I have to do around the face and the eyelids, all that sort of thing, you know, under the mouth, under the nose, but that comes last. No, it doesn't. It doesn't have to. I can do it in whatever order I want, actually. I'm just procrastinating on under the nose because I'm not good at drawing noses. The way I rig noses, you need a second line to represent the side angle. So, that's what this is for. And then, love face connect. Haven't tried the coffee. Honestly, you know what? I think the only face connect talent that I follow is Jelly. Jelly. I might have unfollowed her because I have had to clean up a little bit. My ratio is always going to look bad because I don't really care about it that much, but yeah. I like Jelly. I'm following her again. I think she's cute. Okay, whatever. Okay, I have to lock in. We're here on business. Oh, my hand looks like a chicken foot. Can you guys see that? You guys see it? My hand looks like chicken feet. I'm gonna add a little bit more taper there. But there we go. That's it for the nose for now. This actually goes all the way, no, all the way under here. And then all of these should get clipped here. Not this one though. And then this can all get grouped. Okay, I'm gonna do under the nose and just gotta stop procrastinating. I'm gonna make this a multiply layer for now. And then I'm gonna get this. Whoa! Okay. And then I guess there would also be like a bit of a highlight to that though, right? I don't know how the under nose area works. It's like really small, right? Like right here. And then I'll probably blur this a tiny bit as well. And lower the opacity. Like this. I think. Does that make sense? I think so, right? I made the cupid's bow a little small, so it's kind of hard. And the nose is a little small too. It's kind of hard to draw the philtrum with that, especially since the nose and the mouth are kind of close together. I don't know. Why does my leg hurt? What's going on? Oh. Fabric was pressing into my skin too much. Always forget the name of that part in the lip. Philtrum. I was like sitting with my legs folded underneath me for too long, and now my like sore. Hold on. Ah. My knee cracked. Hello? Where did this like fly come from? Whatever. This is the knee I sprained. It's fine now. That's what the MRI was for. I forgot to mention it last stream, but I got my MRI on that knee, and it's just a sprain. We're all good. I thought that I like tore something. I was really scared. Always hate when my legs fall asleep and I got pins and needles. Thankfully, I did not have my legs fall asleep yet. I just had them get annoyed with me, I guess, and kind of sore. Yeah, it's good enough. Who cares? What? No. This could all be a subgroup, though. Hello? iPad tweak out. Cool. There. Which one's eyes? This one. Okay. I'm also gonna move the nose to under the mouth, I think. Just so that line is more visible. Without having to erase things. If it's in the correct order, rigging it is easier. Okay. Mouth, nose, eyes. So I'm gonna go here. Let's... Okay. This is the fun part. The fun part. This is the part where I get too locked in on the details and don't do anything worthwhile. Okay. We'll go on symmetry, and we'll make this a multiply layer. And this is not the brush I'm going to be using for that. There we go. This here, and this here. And then we're also going to put a little bit right there. Oh, that's eraser. I meant to blend. But alas, I'm stupid. There we go. Just getting some of that rendering in there for now. This will all be clipping masks later, so it doesn't matter if it goes over the white of the eye for a little bit. Now I also need drawing assist and the regular skin tone without shading and screen. So we could add little bits of highlights like this. What is this? Get out. Honestly, the strategy might not be to make this a clipping mask, but to actually have this in front in Live 2D. Which is weird, but like it'll work. I think for now I'll just erase. Try to get it looking nice and even. And then I'll deal with it later. It's not matter right now. It don't matter. Pockets get fatter. And I'm also gonna put a little bit of a shadow under that eyelash. And then this can all get erased. You guys see the vision yet? A little, maybe? Wow, we've been at it for 3 hours. It's already 10:30. How much longer should I do? Alright. All of this looks good, and cleaning up over here. I missed a little bit, maybe? What's this? I missed some. And then... where is the part that's, like, freaking out? Oh, I see. There we go. So now we can turn off drawing assist on both of these. Can... what's the strategy gonna be for this, actually? I think I have it right. Group down, duplicate, turn this one off for now. And then we're gonna go here and erase this. Nope, too big. This side. So I should still have that one. Yep. And yep. Cool. And what did I miss? Something in this way? Yeah, I got it. Maybe? Let me make sure. What? Where is it? Here and here. Check. Cool. Got it. Finally. Good lord. Guy who secretly doesn't know how to draw. Okay. And then this one, I'll erase the bottom eyelid. And I missed some. I'm using this brush. Why am I doing it with an airbrush? Am I stupid? Okay, well now I erased too much. There. And then on this one, we'll erase the top eyelid. And then this one will go down here. And then I'll duplicate this one. Once again, erase the bottom. And on the other one, we'll erase the top side. Ah. There. And then this one goes down here. And then now we have top and bottom eyelid. Yay! Honestly, I'm getting a little bit tired, but I'm sure you guys could all tell by now. So this probably won't go on too much longer, but we'll see. I do want to at least try to get all of the face done. Do I have it all? Yeah, cool. Duplicate, and then erase the bottom one. And, oops. Erase the top one. Ooh. Duplicate. Erase the bottom one. The fuck is this thing? The Saturn burger? Now I'm just like stimming on stream. This is ass. Okay, this can move here. And so can this. And then combine down. And these can also get grouped. Yay! Okay. Eyelids are done. Wait a minute, what's going on over— oh! Okay, wait. Huh? What's this then? Huh? Wait, so then what's over here? Oh, it's the other eye. Am I stupid? They gave me a goddamn lily pad. Went to McDonald's and asked for no tomatoes. They gave me the fucking tomatonator. What the fuck is this thing? Saturn Burger has been like my vocal stim for a few weeks now, like minimum. What the fuck is this thing? A Saturn Burger? The Saturn Burger? The Saturn Burger? You saying Saturn Burger activated my vocal stim? Oh my gosh. Wait. It's just like BF said earlier, chat reflects the stream. They gave me the fucking pickle pounder, dude. What the fuck? I'm activating everyone's neurons right now. We're in like the fucking midnight hour of the stream. And everyone's referencing the fucking burger video. The Saturn Burger? Why did they say it so, like, sensually, you know? Like, you don't need to be doing all that. The Saturn Burger? I've been sitting down for a little too long. Oops, I accidentally turned the eyelid off. Yeah. So, like, wait. Oh, what's this then? Oh, that's eyelids. So they're all in there? Yeah, cool. Wait a darn dang. Wait a darn dang. What's going on? Okay, all of these are like no opacity. I was like, what the frickma? Why? It was like, I know for a fact I just drew those. What do you mean they're not there? There we go. I quote all of these on the daily. Me too, me too, me too, me too. Especially Saturn Burger though, like it's really good. And then the other one I used to do a lot. Double Phantom Madness. Double Phantom Madness. Triple Phantom Tragedy. Triple Phantom Tragedy. I did that one for a long time. I used to pull up to my old job and start up with the Triple Phantom Tragedy. Triple Phantom Tragedy. More like, you know what? No, that joke's not good. Never mind. I'm shutting the fuck up. I don't know. Oh wait, yeah I do. Why am I lying? No, pen got turned off. Brain rot, literally. Ooh, like in the most literal definition though. Okay, I'm gonna do some light rendering. Okay, well actually I feel like it'd make more sense if I made this a symmetrical layer, right? I did a good job on that chin, low-key. Yeah, that looks really cute. Yay! Yay! And then you can make her have a shiny bald head. If I end up rigging this model, I might give her a toggle to take her hair off. That's something I've always wanted to do for a VTuber model. Make it able to take the hair off like a wig. I got Chewing on Hubba Bubba Max stuck in my head right now. I don't know that one. Dude, you out-brain rotted me. Okay, screen. And then I need normal color. Boing. Oh yeah, this is good. This is really good. Shiny bald head VTuber. Would you guys watch her? Here we go. Banner in my system. Banner in my system. Oh, did you see that? She hit that emote. Crazy style. Ah, and she did it again. Anyways, I already quoted this one earlier, but another one that I like think about a lot is the guy who's like, 2 oranges with Colgate in the middle challenge. Let's go. Be honest. Nobody challenged you to do that. You're lying. You are lying. That is not a challenge. Bro just wanted to eat oranges with toothpaste. So gross. Okay. So, shiny bald head is done. Okay. Well, actually, that's like low-key the only thing I had left that I wanted to do tonight. We'll work on the rest some other time. We'll do more next week. Probably, maybe. Tomorrow, we are doing Animal Crossing. I'm gonna emulate that shit crazy style. And then, next week, everything's still to be decided. So take this with a grain of salt, but I'm probably gonna work on, I'm like moving so far away from my phone that it's not recognizing my face anymore. We're gonna probably end up working on his Live 2D some more. And then like, I don't know, maybe we'll do other stuff. I want to play games. I haven't played a game in a while, so I know we're doing Animal Crossing tomorrow, but I want to play like I don't know. I want to play like a more challenging game, something that's not like chill. Maybe, you know what? We can do Five Nights at Freddy's. We'll do Five Nights at Freddy's sometime next week. I'll figure it out later, but Five Nights at Freddy's next week. Rigging next week. More art next week, definitely, because I want to get this done eventually, because I have 2 others to do once she is done. What else do I want to do? If I do more than 3 streams, we might be struggling to actually do all of those. Especially since I'm still getting used to the new schedule. So, Live 2D, drawing, Five Nights at Freddy, and then what else? I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'm gonna end it now. Little do you guys know I'm not talking about the street. What? I'm just kidding. Alright, good night everyone. I have work tomorrow and it's already almost 11 p.m.